Hello everyone, it's Dr. Margaret. It's been a long time since my last video, but I decided to hop back to this channel to answer this really important question, which is how to find a good therapist. I get asked this question a lot from my friends, family, colleagues, and I'll have to be honest, it's really challenging to find a good therapist. First of all, it takes us some time to realize that things are not working in our life. We're suffering. We try everything before we decide to give therapy a shot. And then you go online and there's so many therapists out there and you try to call them and some of them reply, some of them don't. So it's not easy to connect with a good therapist. But today I have 3 tips for you, 3 very quick tips to help you find a good therapist. Step number 1, locating. How do we find this therapist? So first of all, we can start on Google, right? Just put in the keyword anxiety therapist near me, therapist for anxiety treatment near me, right? That's one way. There are other online directories such as Psychology Today or Therapy Dan. A lot of therapists are on Psychology Today. I'm not sponsored by them, but I myself am on it. A lot of clients find me on Psychology Today, so that's a really great online directory. Another way to find a therapist is ask your friends or family or your primary care physician if there's a therapist near you that they recommend. And even if you ask your friends or family for referrals, it doesn't mean you will be seeing or working with the same therapist. A lot of the times, therapists will refer you out because we don't want to work with someone that know each other in a way that we don't want our judgment or relationship to be interfered with another person, coming in, right? Knowing each other in psychology, we call it dual relationship. Back in the days, I accidentally saw a student that know another student and they start talking about each other, right? And it's really hard for me as therapist to be like, so who said what, right? So in that sense, it already interfere with my judgment in treating you. So a lot of the time, if let's say my clients are asking for referral for their partner or friends, I'll usually refer them to other therapists that I trust so that it doesn't interfere with my treatment and relationship with the current client. Another way of finding a therapist is through your insurance company. So a lot of us have the insurance card. At the back of the card they have the membership service. That's a really good place to call and check out, do they have any in-network therapists that they can connect you with? So through all this directory, hopefully you reach at the therapist's own website or the Psychology Today profile. And this will lead us to step number 2, which is filtering. So during this step, we want to look at the therapist profile and their website, how they describe their experience, their specialty, do they match our needs, right? They can be an expert on plant, but it doesn't mean that they will be an expert on anxiety. So we want to find someone that actually understands our need and has certain expertise and experience with what you're going through. Also, what's the therapist licensure status? Is the therapist licensed to provide competent work for clients? Is this therapist a PhD, Psy.D, LCSW, LMFT, LCPP? These are more common kind of letters behind their name for licensed therapists. a licensed counselor, so that way we can make sure that we're actually getting competent care for what I'm struggling with. Also, on their website, some therapists talk about how they work with clients. Are they more direct, solution focused, or are they more depth oriented, meaning that they're gonna ask more questions to find out the root cause of your concern, and some of the healings might take longer term, so long term versus short term treatment. Also, what's their fee? Therapy can range from $30 to $500 plus if you're in the Hollywood area, so you want to find a therapist that's within your budget. The last step is we can actually request a free consultation with this therapist. And during this consultation, you can also check out, does this therapist respond to the inquiry promptly, right? How fast do they respond to your need? And how do these therapists talk about their work? Can they describe their work in a way that makes sense to you? You know, sometimes therapists use more technical terms and jargons and forget about connecting with the clients. So make sure that when the therapist describe how they help you, that you actually understand what they're talking about. They may not be able to tell you the treatment plan. I know I'm not able to just give you a treatment plan right at the get-go, just talking to you for 10 minutes. That's just not possible. But they can talk about how they have helped clients like you in the past. Also, through the phone consultation, you can figure out the therapist's style. Is this therapist pretty warm, understanding, right? Or some people connect better with someone direct, transparent, someone more structured, right? Or someone that take their time to understand your concern. Through the phone conversation, even though it's not a long time, you can still get a good sense whether you connect with the therapist. And at the end of the day, a good therapist is someone that can help you address your needs in a way that you feel comfortable with. Sometimes you may need to talk to a couple more therapists to figure out which one of them are better fit for you, and that's totally okay. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you find it helpful, please forward it to someone you think might benefit from this video.
And if there are other topics that you want to learn from a psychologist perspective, feel free to comment below and I'll try my best to make another videos. Thank you so much. Take care.